Where do you live in the UK, sir?
In Bristol.
Okay, sir, I just need to have a quick look at your passport, okay?
No problem. I've been going through for the past 3 days.
Oh, have you? Okay, won't take a minute.
No problem. That's
All right.
I went through in Miami.
Oh, did you? Oh dear, it's not your lucky travel then, is it?
Officer Lee plays it cool. She doesn't want the man to think this is anything more than a routine check. Heathrow is the world's busiest international airport. The immigration teams are often given advance warning of travellers who may have something to hide. Chief Immigration Officer Matt Dyson has just received some intelligence about a passenger expected from Miami. He's put Officer Lisa Lee on the case.
The records show he has been issued 2 British passports in the last 7 years in this identity.
Yep.
But
Okay.
a Jamaican national submitting the same photographs, in other words, would have been with the same person,
Yeah.
was landed as a visitor in a different identity in 2001.
All right then.
Okay, if I give
Yep.
you this,
Yep.
it's background information.
Okay.
The Miami flight has landed, and Officer Lee takes up position, ready to stop the Jamaican man with a suspected fake
Thank
passport.
you very much, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir. Hello, sir. How are you today?
Good.
It's the passenger she's been waiting for.
Where do you live in the UK, sir?
In Bristol.
Okay, sir, I just need to have a quick look at your passport, okay?
No problem. I've been going through for the past 3 days.
Oh, have you? Okay, won't take a minute.
No problem. That's
All right.
I went through in Miami.
Oh, did you? Oh dear, it's not your lucky travel then, is it?
Officer Lee plays it cool. She doesn't want the man to think this is anything more than a routine check.
You've been there on holiday?
I was in Trinidad first. Barbados.
Trinidad first, Barbados. You've had a long journey then, haven't you?
The
been out there
passenger's
for
trip
hopping?
to London via Trinidad, Barbados and Miami has taken nearly 3 days.
Okay, so what I'd ask you to do, please, just for a moment, can you just take a seat down there for me, please? And we'll be back with you as soon as possible, all right?
Where is he at the moment?
He's just sat over there.
Okay, I don't want him unattended at any length of time.
Okay.
So if we're going to go straight down now, let's go straight down now.
Yep.
After that, I want him fingerprint photograph and I want him in the holding room
Okay,
straight away.
no problem. I'll do it as soon as we come back up.
Thanks.
We're just going to go down and have a look through your bags then, all right?
If he's obtained British passports fraudulently, it's actually quite serious. That's a prosecution matter. We may just look to refuse and remove, because that might be the more sensible option. But again, we can't make a call on that until we find out what's going on.
His route to London is one often used by drug traffickers. It makes Chief Dyson suspect there may be more to this case than just a fake passport.
I'm also a bit concerned that he might be involved in other activities, and a good check in customs would give us a bit of a pointer on that one.
A good check starts with his luggage.
Do you have the ticket?
Because of the serious nature of this investigation, they've brought in a customs officer to conduct the search. Finally, the customs officer finds something. The passenger is carrying too much booze.
Point out you are 1 litre over your allowance, but because you've been delayed here, it's a gesture of goodwill that you take that. Okay? Pleasure, sir. All right.
What next, sir?
Okay, you'll come follow me back upstairs, sir. Nothing found in the bags. They've swabbed them, nothing. No evidence of carrying drugs or having had them in his bags recently.
The passenger's bags may be clear, but there is still the matter of his passport.
What we need to do is just check the background of your passport.
What is the problem?
The problem is we just need to check into the background of your passport, that's all, as I explained to you. Just general inquiries, all right? And just make some
Again, Officer
inquiries.
Lee is careful
Okay,
not to
so you know
arouse
what's
his
happening,
suspicion
all right?
that this is
What I would
anything
do
more
is
than
preferably
routine.
you sit here, there's a-
She goes to see her boss for an update.
I've spoken to prosecution unit. They want to prosecute
Okay,
in this case, so we need to keep our input to a minimum.
to a minimum.
They're going to want details recorded, file making up,
Yeah.
and then they're going to get him arrested.
Okay,
So they're going to arrange for some uniforms to come over and take him away.
okay.
Okay?
Yeah, no problem.
All right.
The man will be arrested for having a false passport. But Officer Lee doesn't want to tell him just yet.
What's going to happen now is I need to take your fingerprints, okay? All right, the sooner we get it done, the quicker we can get on.
Next, Officer Lee will take the investigation further. A medical check.
Okay, sir, can you follow me? Because we just need to get you looked at by our doctor. Because we're holding you up, we need to make sure you're fit and healthy. He's going to have to go to the Port Medical Inspector for an X-ray. to check that he hasn't swallowed anything. Customs didn't have enough grounds to do an intimate search or an X-ray. Because we're detaining him, we have to make sure he's medically fit. So we do have the authority to take an X-ray. Oh, right, thank you. Come with me, sir. PMI have just X-rayed him.
Yep.
There is something in his bowel.
It looks like the Jamaican will be here for some time. Heathrow has seen its fair share of drug smugglers over the years. And even while airport detection systems around the world are improving, there are still those who like to try their luck.
Where do you live in the UK, sir?
This man came into Heathrow on a suspected false passport, but the immigration officers had a hunch that he was a drug trafficker.
What we've got here again is, you can see here, I think that's a little cluster actually because of the viewpoint.
Yep.
Over here, 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 and here, very, very tight.
Yeah, there's one there, look, as well.
Yep, this area here is excess gas which is being produced by holding this stuff.
An X-ray taken at the airport reveals the man had suspicious packages in his stomach.
The doctor is 99% sure that the objects in the passenger's lower intestine are foreign objects. So the officers from Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs are going to go and speak to him now. Mr. Martin, would you come out, please?
Now, the doctor feels that there are foreign objects in your body system. We have no alternative, I'm afraid, and I'm arresting you on suspicion of being involved in the importation of a controlled drug. I must caution you that you do not have to say anything, but if you fail to mention when questioned something that you later rely on in court.
Because this is not a unique occurrence here at Heathrow, Customs have installed a special drugs toilet that will collect the evidence.
Once we've identified smugglers with packages of drugs concealed internally, we escort them to facilities like this. They sit on the toilet area up there. They pass the packages through. Then we'll switch the water on and we will generally clean the packages like that. We put the packages in the jar and then these are secured away as evidence.
If he's found to be smuggling drugs, then it's a whole new ballgame. He'll enter a kind of a different area of prosecution, and that will take the lead, particularly if he's swallowed them, because there's a health risk there. So he'll be observed by Customs until he passes them.
During the course of the day, after 2 sittings, 96 packets of cocaine were recovered.
I would imagine there was a sense of relief, though, because he knew he'd been found out. He knew there was no escape, and he probably just thought, I want to get rid of what's in there, because who knows what could have happened to him if one of them had burst or something.
If just one of the packets had burst, it would have been enough to kill him. The man pleaded guilty to drug smuggling and travelling on a false passport. He was sentenced to 6.5 years in prison, after which he will be deported back to Jamaica.